The kitchen was buzzing with excitement. Today wasn't just any ordinary day, it was Sandwich Day, and Pipo had declared that they would attempt the biggest sandwich the Arctic had ever seen. Pipo, the chubby cartoon penguin with his red pom-pom hat bouncing and his cupcake print apron tied snugly, stood on a stool in front of the counter. He pointed dramatically at the bread stacked higher than Marshmallow's ears. "Friends," he announced proudly, "today we build a sandwich so tall it touches the ceiling." Snowball, the fluffy white harp seal with shiny black eyes and a soft pink nose, squeaked happily. He flopped toward the bread, licking his lips as if ready to eat the whole thing in one bite. Marshmallow, the white kitten with big blue eyes, light gray-tipped ears, and her pink ribbon neatly tied around her neck, sat daintily on a chair, tilting her head. "A sandwich taller than me? That sounds impossible and messy." And so the building began. Pipo grinned. "Exactly. The best adventures are messy." They started with giant slices of bread. Pipo spread butter with his whole flipper, sometimes getting more on himself than the bread. Marshmallow carefully layered lettuce, cheese, and slices of tomato in perfect order, making sure nothing slid off. Snowball? Well, Snowball tried to help, but instead of placing ingredients, he kept sneaking bites. "Snowball!" Marshmallow scolded when she saw him chewing on a tomato slice. Snowball gave a squeaky giggle, his whiskers twitching. He rolled another slice of cheese straight into his mouth. Still, the sandwich grew taller and taller. Soon it reached the height of the counter. Then Marshmallow stacked more ingredients, and it was taller than Pipo. They balanced cucumbers, ham, pickles, and even a fried egg into the layers. With every stack, the sandwich leaned slightly, wobbling like a tower. Snowball stared at it in awe. To him, it wasn't just a sandwich, it was a challenge. His shiny eyes sparkled, and he gave a determined squeak. "Don't even think about it," Marshmallow warned, narrowing her eyes. But Snowball was already on the move. He waddled back, flopped onto his belly, and with a burst of speed, he slid across the kitchen floor like a rocket. Whoosh! "Snowball, no!" Pipo shouted. With a mighty flop, Snowball launched himself straight into the giant sandwich. The bread tower wobbled once, twice, and then collapsed in a glorious explosion of lettuce, cheese, and pickles. The kitchen was a disaster. Bread slices hung from the cupboard handles, mustard dripped from the ceiling, and Pipo was completely covered in mayonnaise. Marshmallow's ribbon was stuck to a slice of salami, and Snowball sat proudly in the middle of the wreckage with a giant pickle on his head. At first, there was silence. Then Pipo burst out laughing, his round belly shaking. Marshmallow tried to look serious but couldn't hold back her giggles. Soon Snowball squeaked happily, munching on a chunk of bread as if he had won a grand battle. Finally, the three friends gathered what was left and made smaller sandwiches together. They sat at the table, crumbs everywhere, sipping cocoa and sharing bites. Pipo raised his mug with a grin. "So maybe we didn't build the tallest sandwich." Marshmallow flicked her ribbon back into place. "But we definitely made the messiest one." Snowball squeaked proudly, chomping down another piece. He was, without a doubt, the champion of Sandwich Day.